It's the Easter favourite under threat. Prawns could be few and far between this weekend. And these local fishermen say harsh new restrictions could sink their industry.
It's not good for the industry, it's not good for us.
It's like a death sentence.
Trawlers parked up along the river. It looks like it could be a postcard. But this scene spells disaster for the fishermen of the Clarence River.
It's hard, it's the main part of our industry. I've been prawning for 45 years.
The Clarence River in northern New South Wales is known for its green prawns, a delicacy it sells around Australia and overseas. But that's now ground to a halt after white spot disease was picked up on a prawn farm near Yamba. Fishermen's Co-op chairman, Brad Dixon.
At the moment, the white spot's obviously been found in the prawn farms locally, but not in the estuary. But as a blanket stop over the whole region, we can't move green prawns outside of our area.
The white spot disease can be deadly in prawns in confined spaces, but it hasn't been picked up in the local waterways.
It was a little bit creaky. Obviously, it's not something that's in our water, so we don't know why we can't go to work.
White spot causes no risk to human health. The ban, which is now extended until June, has come in the middle of the prawn season. A blow for fifth-generation fisherman Jamie Everson.
Big mortgage here with the house, and I got a young family, just endless bills.
Jamie's income was basically cut overnight when the control order from the Department of Primary Industries was announced.
Did you ever think the boat would be sitting here idle during peak season?
No, definitely not. No, you just sort of, just jump out of the house, jump on the boat, go to work. Now it just sits here and you just look at it every day and it's just depressing to see it sitting here.
Jamie's dad, Stephen, lives just down the road. His trawler 2 is now sitting idle. He fears the ban could go on for 2 years, which would likely spell the end of the local industry.
And it's a concern that we've got this blanket closure that stays still, but the prawns travel under that closure.
The ban is similar to what is currently in place in Moreton Bay in Queensland after a white spot outbreak in 2016. That ban restricts fishermen to selling their prawns between the Sunshine Coast and New South Wales border. The ban on the Clarence River restricts the sale of raw prawns between Iluka and Grafton, a tiny geographical area in comparison and unsustainable for business. Danielle Adams is the CEO of the Clarence River Fishermen's Co-op. There's more than 80 fishermen that make up the co-op. Danielle says there's been next to no compensation from the government.
It's hard. I had somebody call me the other day and they said, we're working towards eradicating. And my comment was, what are you eradicating? There's nothing in the river. How do we eradicate something that isn't there?
Alan Johnston had dreamed of retiring. It now seems like a long way off.
So we've been more or less living on the little bit we've put aside. And that's slowly going. That's nearly gone.
Alan was counting on selling his trawler for his superannuation. Now he fears it's worth nothing.
The meeting we had at the Fish Co-op a couple of weeks ago, they said 2,500 tests and not one positive result. How many tests can you do?
In a statement to A Current Affair, the New South Wales Department of Primary Industries said,
initial surveillance sampling of wild-caught prawns found trace levels of white spot DNA in a small number of wild-caught prawns. Further surveillance activities have not detected any evidence of white spot.
It's depressing and it grows on you that you look outside and it's just sitting there doing nothing, and it's hard to swallow.